By your presence, you celebrate with them the love that they have discovered in each other and your support of their decision to become husband and wife. And I ask at this time, do you, Kimiko's mom, dad, and stepdad, support your daughter in her marriage to Brendan? Thank you. And do you, Brendan's mom, support your son in his marriage to Kimiko?
We do.
Thank you. And do you, the friends and family present, support this marriage also, offering them your love and blessings, wishing them a wonderful life together? If so, please respond with, we do.
We do.
That was perfect. Please be seated. Thomas Campbell once said, "To live in the hearts we leave behind is not to die." And therefore, at this time, let us hold in our hearts and in our memories George Boucher, Winifred Boucher, Michiko Suzuki, Hisako Suzuki, Albert Bakita, Mary Bakita, Melvin Culver, Edith Culver, among others who have passed on before us. And although they cannot be with us physically, we acknowledge that they are present in spirit, sharing in our joy. Kimiko and Brendan, I ask you to please go forward and light your candle of love. Stand to one side. You're going to hold both. Well, the wind may not what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have made me good, more than any fate could have made me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself, and perhaps that is what being a friend means after all. Well, Kimiko and Brendan, this is the day that you take a giant step forward in courage and commitment to love, understanding, and growth. And when a commitment this strong is made between two people, the force of that commitment reaches out and changes the world we live in. Your love is like a pebble dropped in a still pond, and the ripples go out and touch the far shores. And so today we celebrate your love, and we are blessed by your love. You are now taking into the care and keeping the one person in all the world whom you love like no other. You are adding to your lives not only the affection of each other, but also companionship and the blessing of deep trust as well. You are agreeing to share in strengths, responsibilities, and to share love. But real love is something beyond the warmth and glow, the excitement and romance of being deeply in love. Real love is caring as much about the other's welfare as it is your own. Real love is not total absorption.
So when you love someone, you do not love them all the time, in exactly the same way, from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even a lie to pretend to. And yet this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist in terror of its ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, possible in life only continuity possible in life as in love is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom, in the sense that dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are here and now, within their limits, islands, surrounded and interrupted by the sea, and continually visited by the tides.
When I meet with couples prior to their wedding, I always ask them, beside the fact that you love one another, what would you like your guests to know? What would you like them to take away from your ceremony? And their answer was both sweet and insightful. Kimiko and Brendan both said that they would not be the people they are if it was not for their parents, for their families. They want to express to you their profound love for the way that you raised them, the way that you showed them how to love and to be loving. And they want this day to be an extension of your love that you surrounded them with as they grew, and they grew to be the people that they are today. And so I say to you, their parents, congratulations to you. You did a terrific job. Congratulations. So you're ready now? Okay. Brendan, do you take Kimiko to be your wedded wife, to laugh with her in joy, grieve with her in sorrow, grow with her in love, be faithful to her alone? Thank you. And Kimiko, do you take Brendan to be your lawful wedded husband, to laugh with him in joy, grieve with him in sorrow, grow with him in love, and be faithful to him alone?
I do.
Thank you. And so, Claire, may I have the rings, please? Thank you very much. The rings are a perfect circle. It is a symbol of the sun and the earth and the universe, of wholeness, of perfection, of eternity, of peace, and of love. It is worn on the third finger because of an ancient Greek belief that the vein on the third finger of your left hand goes directly to your heart. I ask that you wear these rings proudly, for they are symbols that speak of the love that you have for one another. At this time, do either one of you want to say any words?
Kimmy, you are a wonderful, beautiful, and silly character. There are plenty of Kimmyisms, like the way you carefully and neatly unpack all of your travel luggage in the hotel drawers, or your animated singing and self-conducting around the house, all of which I've not only grown to love, but which I couldn't imagine living life without. From your talent to your humor to your beauty, you are perfection in your own stubborn and brilliant way. You are my love and my comfort, my excitement and inspiration, and most of all, you are my fantasy. I vow to always love you, to support you, to eat lots of yummy foods with you, to go on lots of fun trips with you, especially to the beach, and to watch lots of RuPaul's Drag Race with you. I love you so much, and I'm so excited to share the rest of my life with you.
Mine is more like serious. My love. I vow to make you feel as loved and special as you always make me feel, and to find ways every day to show my appreciation for you. I vow to create a marriage that is a haven from an often harsh and cruel world, but to also forge a love that radiates outward to make the world we live in a better place. I vow to create a marriage that allows our inner children to flourish, while also allowing space for growing and evolving together. I vow to not just accept you as you are, but to embrace everything about you and cheer you on in times of learning and change. I vow to have trust and faith in the strong foundation we've built, while continuing to always find ways to build higher and stronger. I vow to celebrate us and never take for granted the awesomeness of what we have, and I can't wait to start the rest of forever with you.
And I ask you to come a little bit closer. Brenda, please take Kimiko's ring. As you place it upon her finger, please repeat after me. Kimiko Emma Suzuki.
Kimiko Emma Suzuki.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
And with it I give to you. And with it I give to you. The strength of my love.
The strength of my love.
The joy of our friendship.
The joy of our friendship.
And the treasure of a lifetime together.
The treasure of a lifetime together.
And repeat after me. Brendan Andrew Culver.
Brendan Andrew Culver.
With this ring
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
And with it I give to you.
And with it I give to you
The strength of my love.
the strength of my love,
The joy of our friendship.
the joy of our friendship,
And the treasure of a lifetime together.
and the treasure of a lifetime together.
And slide it on your finger. There we go. I ask you to continue to hold hands and to look at one another, to feel all the hope and the trust and the faith that is in your hearts at this moment, and make a memory. The vows which I'm about to say, I ask you to take deeply in your souls. I promise to comfort you and provide a refuge and a sanctuary for you from the chilling winds of the world. I will be your friend and partner. Our friendship will be a peaceful island, separate and apart from the world's turmoil and strife. I will support you in your individuality and will not seek to create a new mold for you, but rather rejoice in you as my equal and my partner. I will love you, for love is the river of life, the eternal source of our togetherness. Above all else, I will love you. Before our family and friends, we begin our lives together. Please face me. You can hold hands. The blessing for you both. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you is shelter onto the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you is warmth to the other. Now there will be no more loneliness for you, for each of you is companion onto the other. Now you are two, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and your days together be long and good and full upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, reminding yourselves often what brought you together. Give the highest priority to tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustrations, difficulties, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships from time to time, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part that seems wrong. In this way, you will ride out the storms when clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for just a moment, the sun is always there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your lives together, your lives will be marked with abundance and delight, and your home will be a refuge and a place of love and safety. Well, Brendan, Kimiko, we have heard your promise to share your lives together in marriage, and we recognize and respect the covenant of marriage you have made here this day before each one of us as your witnesses. Know that the love that has brought you together to this point in time is a bond so strong, no power on earth may put it asunder. And so it is my happy privilege, by virtue of the power of your love and commitment and the powers vested in me, to hereby pronounce you, Brendan, and you, Kimiko, as husband and wife. Please seal your vows with your kiss. Congratulations to you both. May your lives together be long, full, and joyous. And let your love rise from you and enter into the lives of others, enriching and blessing them. We're going to sign your ring.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to introduce to you for the very first time the newest of the newlywed couple, Mr. and Mrs. Brendan Culver and Kimiko Suzuki.